Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your Hypoxix coach for today, and we have level 4.3 chair teaser. This is a level 4 movement and a level 3 breathography. So we're adding in those 4 beat breath retentions at the conclusion of each of our engaged exhalations with our ab ribbon loose on the breath retentions. So we're strengthening our deep core by retaining our breath with that sensation of the ribbon loose around the waist, and we're performing 3 breath cycles. So really improving that stamina of your deep abdominals and also your relationship to carbon dioxide inside the exercise session and outside, lessening our stress triggers. That's one of the main purposes of including breath retentions here, is that we're training our carbon dioxide tolerance while we perform our core work. And also it's an amazing meditation. So there's your pep talk. Let's get into our 3 breath cycles here. If you're working with a Hypoxix coach and they've suggested a variation on this here exercise, make sure to follow that because that's there to optimize your program. Otherwise, it's a perfect starting place. So let's begin. Put the ball in between your inner thighs here. And the ball serves not only to engage your inner thighs more deeply and connect you to your deep core, but also as tactile feedback. If you start to feel the ball moving around too much when you do the exercise, you probably have lost your pelvic stability. And because one of the main purposes of this exercise is to stabilize the pelvis, you want to use that as feedback as to whether or not you're performing it correctly. Just like your ab ribbon is giving you feedback on where you are in your breath cycle, which is vitally important for the core strengthening benefits of this exercise. So this exercise here is as much a posture exercise as it is a core exercise. So interlace the fingers, pull them apart hard. So if the fingers are slippery, they pull apart like that. Then put those hands behind your head and press your head back into that headstand where you're pressing the head back into your hands, and you're also using your hands to lift the head up off of the spine. So you're creating height in the spine the entire time. If I say heighten, that's what I mean. Now, in terms of the visual system, we always work visual for the muscles of the eyeballs, cognition, nervous system. For this one, we're going to find a point that's far, far, far away. The farthest point from you. For me, it's just a microphone across my room. For you, hopefully it's like out a window at a tree or down a hall at a picture, a beautiful picture, or maybe you're outside and stare at a mountain. Lucky you. So a far point, you're changing the shape of your eyeballs when you do that. And you're also meditating. So you're going to pull your head back away from that point and you're going to stare at it the whole time. Now, in terms of the pelvis finding neutral, make sure that the weight is equal between your 2 sit bones and then find neutral. So you shouldn't be toward the pubic bone arched and you shouldn't be tucked, crushing the tailbone. You're about halfway between those 2 points. And when you lean back, you'll roll back a little bit, but not too much. I don't want you to crush your tailbone here when you go to your full teaser. And here's what the exercise looks like. We're just gently moving our legs, not straightening all the way, but we're challenging our core, getting ready for that full teaser where the legs are straight, this level 4 here. So keep the knees right over those third toes. So you're squeezing quite a bit in the ball. It's going to connect you to your deep core. Head stance, pulling away, neutral spine. I think we're ready. Let's take our 3 breath cycles. Let's lean back, zip up, inhale. Hiss, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, inhale 2, and blow. Loosen your ribbon. You're holding 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale. Feel the ribbon. Loosen your ribbon. You're holding 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale. Inhale. Head back. Loosen your ribbon. Keep it loose for 4, 3, 2, and a 1. I know, intense, amazing job. And when you do deep, like your full exhale like that, you don't need to do as many repetitions, just with more intention. Now, one little point I forgot to mention that you can apply to future practices of this exercise is you want to make sure you can feel the difference between the tightening and the loosening of the ribbon. And these more isolated core exercises, because of the natural thickening of the waist, when we get into a position like this, you may just need to loosen it a touch, an inch or two, so that you can indeed feel the difference between tight and loose as you go through your breath cycles.